Hey, new review today, new Diaclone review. Today we're looking at DA-88, Powered Greater Armor Strengthening Weapon Set. This is very cool. I'm real excited about this one. Interesting, I got this from the Chosen Prime, and I've seen other people have posted pictures online of it. We got this, interestingly, before 85. And this is essentially an upgrade kit for an upgrade kit, which is Powered Greater. But it looks pretty cool. It's a little like ship. There's the product shots in the back, little pod and pilot. But if you can see right there, there's a picture of DA-65 and DA-85 combined, and DA-88 is combined with that. So it's cool. It's a neat thing. You can obviously use it with other figures as well. That's what we're going to do today. So yeah, very excited to get this opened and check it out. Our first little taste of what will be the new upgrade for Battle Convoy. Let's go ahead and open it up and take a look. Okay, so in the box, as always, we get our instruction booklets, which I'll take a look at in a second, and just... that's what everything looks like in the clamp. So this is what you get, all the components disassembled. So pretty cool. But of course, big star right here is the instruction booklet and catalog. So the bigger one is the little catalog thing. And it looks pretty cool. The instruction booklet's, you know, typical instruction booklet. It does show as the main combination, those I said 65 and 85, but it does show at the bottom. On the back, you know, you can add it to any other figure too. But let's take a quick look at this. This is the booklet. Very cool, awesome photography there. And then, you know, more of the product shots and descriptions and stuff that were on the back. So back of the box. See more of the combinations there with the strike greater mode and the rapid greater mode. I think it's just a difference in the feet, but yeah. And then that's just how it attaches to DA-85. How you can, you know, put it in the trailer for 65. Yeah, all that. So very, very cool. Very cool. Let's go ahead and get everything open and assembled and take a look. So here's everything out of the clam. All the components you get here. And, you know, several of these components will break down into even smaller components. So we'll take a look at these individually. But to start, here's our new Diaclone, our driver. Looks really cool. I really dig this color. I love the design of the new suits. It's really good. Little warning though, now that the head's on a ball joint, it's a lot easier to just pull it off. So, and then you have a tiny piece that'll be easily lost. So just be careful of that. But really cool, really neat. So we'll go ahead and put this little guy in the cockpit. So this is the cockpit. You get the little pod, and the guns do move independent. It's got the two holes, and then on the side, small and large, and it's pretty bare in there. Not a lot of detail, but that's okay. Let's get him seated. And get him in there. And there he will live. There he is forever. Okay, so there's that component. You do have this component as well, which has a, you know, little peg / port thingy there, and there, as well as two pegs that'll come up on either side, which is cool. And then this piece, which will come off completely. And it's just an extra little waist piece, which is cool. That's kind of attached on there. very versatile. Cool piece. And then you got some guns, just guns to hold with several pegs and ports. Unfortunately, they're identical, and I'm not sure if they're supposed to be. That does allow you to snap them together, which is cool. But because the pegs and everything are on the same spot, if you were to attach them to something, like on the side of something, they'll be offset a little bit just because they're identical. They're not mirrored. But, you know, you do have handles that come down, so you can get gripped. It looks like a little trigger too, which is really cool. A lot of cool detail on here. And then this will move up, the little rocket thrusters will move up and down stuff. So, yeah, really, really cool. You get some of these, which is nice to get these little cannons in a smaller size. Unfortunately, they don't move independent like the larger ones do. They're just, you know, they'll move together, but it's nice. It's nice to get smaller versions of these. So that's cool. You get the big guns. So, and then this will separate into a couple of pieces as well. So you can do different attachments if you really wanted to. And the handle will come down. And even this piece will angle as well. So, and you get these thruster pieces that do have that attachment here for the arm. So, and these will open up also. And that's more for vehicle mode. You do have a part there that you can attach another rail system to. So, but these are identical. And you do get the little missile pods, which are cool. I got a little peg hole and another hole, and then just these extra bits, extra little rail systems. So that's neat. And you also get the shield, which is very nicely painted. It does have this handle that'll go all the way around, as well as these little pieces that'll come up for wings, or they'll attach like this to have like a little stabbing bit to your shield, which is cool. So, and then of course the giant sword, which is really cool. And I love the way this works. It's one gigantic, you know, dual-bladed sword. You can detach the two sides, and then you can bring this down. It could be a gun like that if you want. You can even rotate this up if you want to have a cleaner look like that, or, you know, two individual swords. And then these will come off as well, but they are grooved and slotted in a way where they'll only kind of fit in that one way. But it's very cool. So, yeah, like it a lot. And these are mirrored, so that they will fit together. So again, they'd be offset a little bit if you were to stick them on the side of something. But very cool. So in order to get this whole thing transformed, we'll just start with this piece. Unfortunately, this does turn into the drone and won't easily attach to all the rest of this stuff. But that's okay. I mean, I'm sure you can use your imagination and do it. You want to have this in this configuration, and it'll just slide underneath there, and then two little slots, two little tabs go right in there. And first, let's just bring these little wing parts out. And then there you go. So there's your little drone, which actually not that little when you think about how small this cockpit is. So, but there you have that. And we'll get these attached to the guns to make the guns longer. So get those attached. And then we'll put these in here first. Get them all the way back, put them up, bring them up. There we go. And then we'll attach the guns and I'll bring them all the way back. And they do wiggle a little bit when you bring them all the way back, so I just like to bring them a little bit up, and then that pushes that forward a little bit, but it kind of locks it in place, so that's fine. And then bring it up just a tad. Let's get this like that. There we go. Pretty cool. Pretty cool so far. And then, of course, if you use this tab, everything will line up pretty good. So, and this is just the standard configuration that you have instructions for on the box, but you can use any configuration you want. And then just attach this right there. Now, that's the configuration that you have on the box. Then, of course, you have these that are just kind of hanging around. You can attach them offset places if you want. You do have enough room to put them right here, which I like to do. It's not pictured on there, but just to have everything in one spot, they still have enough room to plug this in. So there you go. And that, it looks really cool as just a ship, gunship, you know. I like it a lot. That's super awesome. And there's the whole kit together. Really cool. Really cool. So, of course, this whole thing is for DA-85, right? But you can attach this set onto any guy you want, any actual, Diaclone set you have. So this is just extra armament here. So very cool though. Very cool. And yeah. Also, sorry, you do last step here. Get these like this. These opened up. So it has like a little bit of a flying mode. If I had one complaint, it's just that, it doesn't really, you'd have to set it onto something. There's a little hole there, so you can put it on a stand, which is nice. But yeah, very cool. Very cool set. Yeah, and let's go ahead and just bring in another guy and do some combinations. So here we have one combination that I've come up with. To try to add all the weapon accessories and everything to a Traverse driver here, just so you can see some of the armaments on there. And I just tried to include everything that he came with and different variations. And of course, a little ship as well. And I've added the shield on there on the bottom there. So, pretty cool. There's definitely a lot more that you can do. And definitely you can add all the pieces on here as well. And I'll show off how it looks as a torso as far as this piece. And in conjunction with some other pieces as well. But, just to show off kind of one of the things that you could do, just with all the armaments. That's something that can be done. Yeah. Very cool. Okay, so here's 65. So DA-65 Battle Convoy. And just so we can take a look at how some of this stuff attaches. I'm not going to go through a whole thing, but just to take a look at him with some of the armaments here. We can do this, the shield, put the shield in his hand. And it's cool because with that swivel there, you can have the shield like going like that. Just pretty cool. And then just bring this down and stick that right in his hand. And there you go. You could do that. And that looks pretty awesome just as is. So very cool. And of course, with this whole thing, you can attach it via these pegs that come up, and you get them on both sides as well. And they'll attach, let's see, how we want to take this whole thing apart really. But let's just take a little bit off of it. you can see, that'll attach onto his back via those peg holes. See? And now he's got a backpack that you can add the guns to. So that's something you could do. And that's pretty crazy. Pretty cool. I like it a lot. That's very awesome. And you know, you can add any of this stuff anywhere you want from here. So pretty awesome. But one last thing I just want to try out here. We'll just detach this, because this whole section is a little torso, right? So, or yeah, a little torso section. So we'll just detach DA-65's arms, and you can use any of the sets with the detachable arms. So, and then we'll separate his torso. Push the button, release, attach. Let's see here. Let's get rid of the guns first. Just get rid of that whole thing so nothing's in the way. And then there you go. So yeah, it's cool. You can make definitely your own mech, you know, this way, or even use the back side as well if you wanted to not have these parts jutting out. But you know, there's a lot of options to be had to make your own mech suits just with this set, as well as weapon combinations. And like I said, you know, these can be held as guns, and these can be guns as well. So, you know, lots and lots and lots of options. Super cool set. Lots of fun to be had with this. I can't wait to get the rest of the sets so we can do even more combinations. So let me know what you guys think of DA-88. What you think of the toy, what you think of the review, and I'll see you guys next time.